CAP stands for consistency, availability, and partition tolerance. Let's understand what consistency is. In consistency, every read sees the latest write, and availability means every request will definitely get a response. There will not be any errors, and it will work as normal. And partition tolerance means the system continues working despite network split. And for a distributed system, it is impossible to provide all these three guarantees. Let's understand this with an example. Let's say we are having an international social media application, and as we already have billions of users, we have replicated our database. One database is present in India and one database present in USA. This is just a replication. Now, let's suppose there is a partition happens between these two database. Now, as it is already distributed, and then we cannot accept the partition. So that's why the partition tolerance must be there. So in a cap, we have it is like we must need to choose the P. Now we only can choose between consistency and availability. We cannot have all these three because let's say a user from India posts something about on a social media, so it will go to India database, and as there is a network split, it won't be inserted into the US database. And let's suppose a USA user refresh their feed, but still there is a network partition. Still, the USA user will get the data. Yeah, it's definitely an old data, but still the US user able to access the data. So that is what availability is. So here we have guarantee the consistency and partial tolerance. So here I'm so sorry, here we have guaranteed the availability and partial tolerance. Now, same partition but with authentication DB. Let's say the Indian user is trying to change their password, and the password is changed. Now the Indian DB has the new password, but US database still holds the old password. Now let's suppose the Indian user tries logging from the US region, and if system allowed it, the wrong password is accepted and it is an security bug. So instead, what CP system does, the USDB will say cannot verify the password and safely reject the request. So that is what CP system is. Here we didn't guarantee the availability, but there is a consistency. And in the previous example, we guarantee the availability and partition tolerance. So in that system, the user still getting the data, but it was an old data. Here there is a consistency. So that's why we cannot guarantee all these three cap for an system. So that's why uh, instead of applying cap to all over the system, the big companies apply it feature wise. For authentication, they guarantee consistency and partition tolerance. Same with the payment and privacy. And for the feed index, notification, likes, and views, they guarantee the availability because the old data may work for some time. So that's why they guarantee the availability. But this is the privacy issue, security issue. So that's why they give the strong consistency. So that's how the big social media application works. That is what CAP is.